in this video, we're going to be tracking some more storms you have to watch as we're getting towards the coming weeks as the weather pattern is fixing and changing, as we're going to have cold air and warm air back and forth. Along with that, we're going to have a plenty of troughs that will dip down that will bring the potential for severe storms. Along with that, heavy rainfall to come. You can see anywhere from 3 to 4 inches of rain. Along with that, a lot of snow with these storm systems too. And along with that, there's going to be a lot of temperature swings, a lot of cold fronts, and a lot of warm-ups too with these above and below average anomalies. Let's get right into the video. Alright everybody, so now let's get right into the video. So I hope you're having a very good day so far. I am too. In this video, we're going to be talking about a crazy weather patterns fixing and changing. We're fixing to see cold fronts, more storms as we get far in towards late March. So if you like these videos I be doing on my channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So first of all, let's talk about what's going on right now, because we do got not much going on right now, but we do have a cold front that is exiting off the East Coast US. A lot of cold air behind it, but in the same time, there's snow behind this cold front too for parts of the Ohio Valley. If you live in parts of Ohio Valley, you are getting a little snow as this cold front has made by. It's in the Carolinas right now, but it will be working its way off the East Coast pretty soon. And besides that, the rest of the US looks pretty quiet. But get ready, because things are fixing to change. There's fixing to be temperature swings and everything. So now we're gonna head on to this. So now we're gonna look at the 6-hour precept daily on weather bell, because we do got some more storms we have to watch as we get towards later March. But besides that, as we get later out towards today, not really much happening. Snow moving towards northeast, and that's out of here. And once we get in towards mid this week, look pretty quiet for the majority of the US. But by the time we get in towards March 20 or 21st, we do get some energy starts firing up for parts of the South Central, including Texas, Oklahoma, and working its way towards the southeast. That doesn't do anything, but it does bring some moisture with parts of the southeast, including Louisiana, South Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, even parts of Florida. And look at this, parts of the north, parts of Wisconsin, parts of Michigan. You might get some snow with this next system too. Look at this, a lot of snow for parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, northern Indiana, and Illinois, and that does work its way towards the east. But besides that, like, it's going to be a wet one for a lot of people in the southeast, especially if you live in Georgia, South Carolina, because look what's fixing to happen, because we are going to get an East Coast loader. It's going to develop off the East Coast, and that will bring unsettled weather parts of the southeast coast, especially the Carolinas. Lots of heavy rain for parts of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and you can see that East Coast low does move up the East Coast, and this does get pretty strong, and it does work its way out of here. But look at this, guys, it does come back down and does get pretty strong. But look at this, that East Coast low gets out of here, but look what comes from the west. Another storm system starts firing up. It means more blizzard conditions. Watch this. By the time we get in towards March 26th, look at this. March 25th, here comes our next storm system, bringing lots of heavy snow parts of Dakotas, Minnesota, a lot of snow, north Wisconsin, a lot of snow. And look at this, the south side of that, parts of Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas. Get ready for a lot of heavy rain, a lot of possibly strong storms. Then it works its way towards the east. By the time we get towards March 25th, moving towards the east, towards the southeast, now getting towards Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. And this does look like a pretty decent sized storm system. So we do have to watch the potential for more severe storms as we're getting towards late March, and also a blizzard for parts of the north side, the back side of the system. And this system does work its way towards the east, towards Georgia, Carolinas, and Florida. Then it does move out of here. But look at this, it does spin up. And by the time we get in towards March 27th, sorry about that. By the time we get in towards March 27th, March 28th, we might get another storm system firing up around the 28th for parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, not Kansas, Texas, and Arkansas. So now we're going to look at our 5 bar height anomaly. To better understand this, the blue represents below average heights. Yeah, below average heights means unsettled weather, below average temperatures. The red represents high pressure region, above average temperatures, drier conditions, and warmer temperatures. So you can see our trough does make its way down. This trough here is what's bringing our cold front. This is our cold front right here. This trough does dip down, and it's going to bring a lot of cold air, and it's going to start feeling like January again instead of March. But look at this. We get another trough kind of dipping down by March 20, but look at this. Just going to be a lot of trough for parts of the East Coast. But look at this. By the time we get in towards March 24th, look at this. We're going to have a lot of regions for parts of the Northeast. So probably some above average temperatures for y'all. But look at this. Here comes our next storm system by March 28th. Not March 20th, March 25th. Then I work its way down. Look at this. We get some region building up for parts of the East Coast. So things will warm back up as we get ready to close out March. But in the central U.S., you got a lot of troughing. In the West Coast, all today is going to be warm for y'all because a lot of ridges going to be building up. So now let's get right in towards our 5 millibar wind speed height. So this is our jet stream, upper level jet stream. So the stronger the winds are, the stronger the jet streams are. So you can see this jet stream this ejection from this polar jet does dip down and bring a lot of cold air down from far to the north, and that will cool things down. Look at this. By the time we get in towards tomorrow, it's gonna be pretty cold for a lot of people in the southeast. But look at this. A lot of ridges starts happening for parts of the west. You can see that on the 5 millibar wind speed. Alright, but look at this. By the time we get in towards March 24th, we get a huge dip in the jet stream. Look at this. We do get another trough, a huge trough ejection. Our starts to jack up. It goes neutral tilted, then it gets negative tilted. It is a decent strong trough, guys. These are anywhere from 85 to 95 upper level wind speed knots, yes. And this trough is negative tilted, so that's something we definitely gotta watch. That means we can have more severe weather. And look at this. Another mega trough. It does turn into a mega trough, so we have to watch more severe weather possibly on March 27th for parts of the southeast again. Look at this. We got another trough coming around March 28th, so a very active weather pattern on our way by the time we get in towards late March. So now we're going to look at our low-level jet winds, because our low-level jet winds are going to be strong in the system. So we're going to get right in towards that severe weather grids, because severe weather is possible around March 25th, 26th. So you can see by the time we get in towards March 24th, here comes our storm system, guys. We could have some severe weather with parts of the plains, including Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, northern Texas, and Arkansas. We do get a decent amount of wind energy with this next system. And look at this. This wind energy does work its way towards the east. Very strong wind energy with parts of Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama. So we got the wind energy, so we can put a check on that. So we already got that in place. But there's one more thing we missing: the dew points in the Cape. Now I'm not going to show you all of it, but I will show you probably in my next video. So now we're going to get right in towards our Cape. How much energy is going to be with these storm systems? So by the time these storm systems come through, yes, we do get a decent amount of Cape. Not a whole lot, but a decent amount of support severe weather. But the thing is, one thing we missing, even though we got the wind energy, we don't have a lot of storm energy. And that's one thing that we missing. So severe weather cannot be correct yet, because we don't have all the greens like the Cape. You definitely need that. But we do get a decent amount of Cape towards Georgia and South Carolina and Florida as we get towards March 27th. So now, how much lightning is going to be with these storms? We're going to look at our lightning density. Yeah, lightning flash rate. And you can see not really much happened. Watch these first storms. By the time we get in towards March 22nd, we might get some storms happening for Florida, but that's about it. But look at this. By the time we get in towards March 24th, possibly more severe weather parts of the plains, we get a decent amount of lightning. Then the Gulf Coast and Florida might get some storms too. So now, how much rain we gonna see? So how much rain we gonna see now until March 28th? Yes, I'm going this far out. So little parts of Ohio Valley, probably gonna be a dry one for y'all. Not gonna see a whole lot of rain, but parts of the plains in the central U.S., you will see a decent amount of rainfall from now until March 28th. Anywhere from 3 to 4 inches of rain. Florida, the Gulf Coast, the southeast coast, you might see a decent amount of rain too. So how much snow we gonna see with these systems? But first, before I get into snow, GFS mode. GFS mode showing the same thing, but GFS mode is a little bit more blue. It's showing a whole different thing right here. Now the GFS is showing a lot more rain for parts of Ohio Valley, but less rain for parts of the central U.S. So we got the opposite. Florida still seeing a decent amount of rain. The Gulf Coast still seeing a decent amount of rain. A lot of decent amount of rain for parts of the Northwest. So we got some decent green right here, but things could change. Here's the European model. The European model is showing barely any rain for parts of Ohio Valley, but showing a lot of rain for parts of the central U.S. While the GFS model is the opposite, showing barely any rain for parts of the central U.S., but showing a lot of heavy rain for parts of Ohio Valley. So Disagreeing. How about snowfall outlook? How much snow can fall on the ground? So now into March 28th, yeah, it's gonna be a snowy one for parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. You can see anywhere from 28 to 32 inches of snow. A lot of heavy snow. In fact, that's not 30 inches. This is 20 to 26 inches. 20 to 26 inches of snow for parts of eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. A lot of snow in those higher regions of those Rockies, especially back towards Washington, Montana, and even Idaho. You've seen a lot of heavy snow. A lot of snow for parts of the Northeast. Not much snow for parts of the Southeast. So we're still going to see snow, guys. So spring is not quite here yet, but it's coming. Snow don't really stop until like mid to late April. So we still got into like mid-April to deal with snow. So, how much snow the GFS is showing? GFS does like to hype stuff up, but it's not hyping stuff up on this time because GFS is showing a decent amount of snow, but not as much as snow for parts of Minnesota like the European model is showing, but does show a lot more snow for parts of the Northeast than the European model does. Anywhere from 30 to 32 inches of snow, a lot of heavy snow for parts of kind of eastern California mountains, a lot of snow for parts of the Rockies, and not as much snow for parts of Washington. So disagreeing right here, but still both models showing a lot of snow. So now let's get right into our temperatures because we got some temperature swings. Things are going to cool down for a while, and it's going to stay cool for a little while, but by the time we get in towards late March, things will dramatically warm right back up. So we're going to start with tomorrow morning because tomorrow morning is going to be a chilly one for a lot of people for the first time in a while because it's been warm for the past 3 days, especially in the Southeast. We had temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Well, say goodbye to it, but thank God, guys, it will be coming back because it's not winter time anymore. I'm recording this on the last day of spring, so the warm air is coming back. But tomorrow, it's going to feel like winter, still winter. And this is the first day of spring. The first day of spring, we get our Arctic blast, like crazy. But it can happen, but look at this. A lot of cold air back towards Canada. You might as well say majority of the U.S., even Florida for this time of year. Temperatures going to be in the 50s in this morning. Wow. Temperatures in the Ohio Valley going to be in the 20s, 30s for parts of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. It's feeling like early February instead of March. I mean, I'm going to say more like mid-February instead of March because it's not supposed to be this cold for this time. But look at this, guys. It won't stick for long. March. How about the highs? So the highs on Tuesday, the highs tomorrow, which is on the first day of spring, it's barely gonna warm up for a lot of people. Temperature's barely gonna be in the 60s. Florida might still kind of stick pretty warm, but still not typical for this time of year. But back towards the plains and the Midwest, things will be warm. Temperature's gonna be in the upper 60s to low 70s. How about Wednesday morning? Make up on Wednesday morning. Night's going to be chilly as Tuesday morning, but still be pretty chilly. Below average temperatures. Majority of the U.S. We're getting with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Even Florida, guys. This far south this time of year, Florida going to be in the 50s. A lot of cold air parts of the Northeast. A lot of cold air parts of the Northeast. We got a lot of cold air parts of the upper Midwest. It's going to be pretty cold for y'all. How about Wednesday highs? Wednesday highs are going to be pretty warm. Look at this. Parts of the Southeast. Yes, things does start to warm back up before it cools back down. So, the South Central U.S., temperature's going to be in the 60s, low 70s. But that's going to change, guys, because things going to cool right back down. But parts of the Southeast again. It's going to be another cold and rainy event coming. How about Thursday morning? Here comes this chilly. Here comes this chilly again. Parts of the Northeast gonna be chilly. Parts of the Southeast gonna be chilly. And this chilly will stick for a while. Look at this. Things will warm back up on Thursday, but how about we get it towards Friday? By the time we get towards Friday, here comes the chilly. Things will still be pretty warm because, yeah, it's still March, but it won't be as March warm. Temperature's probably gonna be barely in the 60s, low 60s for parts of the Carolinas and Georgia. By the time we get towards March 24th, look at this. We got some more warm air starts to bend up. But look at this. By the time we get towards late March, let's go into our temperature outlook. Yes, things will warm right back up, guys. But even though things will be pretty warm in the south, it's not going to be too pretty for parts of Canada. Look at this. Canada, winter's going to be sticking for y'all for a while. Look at this. Temperatures, this is going to be in the in the single digits. In the single digits, where the southern U.S. is gonna be warm. Winter sticks for y'all. Spring comes early for y'all. So now we're gonna get right towards temperature anomalies. How above and how below our temperature is gonna be. So you can see, so right now as this cold front comes through, yes, we're gonna have below average temperatures because it's March and temperatures are not supposed to be in the 20s and 30s in the morning for this time of the year. Even Florida is gonna be below average because temperatures gonna be in the 30s and 40s in the morning, that's untypical for this time of the year. But these below average temperatures does stick for a while, and we do go to average temperatures. Look at this, we still got more below average temperatures. A lot of below average temperatures just hanging around for a lot of places in the eastern U.S. and this does stick for a while. A lot of above average temperatures for parts of the West, but still, we still got all these below average temperatures for parts of Canada, the northern U.S. And look at this, these below average temperatures does stick for a while. But look at this, as we even by the time we're getting towards late March, we still gonna have above average temperatures for parts of Canada. The plains gonna see not above average temperatures, below average temperatures. But look at this. By the time we're getting towards late March, we're gonna be near normal to slightly above normal. But look at this. Besides that, things are not looking too much to warm back up for parts of the northern U.S. and the Midwest. We still gonna have a lot of below average temperatures in place. But if you live in parts of the Northeast, probably gonna see some above average temperature. So now a climate prediction, because we're gonna see a lot of below average temperatures, like I just showed you on the climate prediction, like I just showed you on the I forgot the temperature anomalies on weather bell. Look at this, the climate prediction is saying that it's gonna be some below average temperatures for parts of the western U.S. By the eastern U.S. it's gonna see above average temperatures. So below average temperatures for y'all, for parts of Wisconsin. You're going to see below average temperatures, especially parts of Minnesota, the Dakotas. You're going to see anywhere from a 78% chance of seeing below average temperatures. Above average temperatures, slightly above average temperatures for parts of the eastern U.S. Rainfall, yeah, like it's going to be a wet one for a lot of people. We're going to see majority of the U.S. except South Texas. If you live in parts of the Ohio Valley, yeah, it's going to be a wet one, a little bit of wet one. Western U.S. gonna be a wet one. If you might as well say, if you live in the whole U.S., you're gonna see above average precipitation. 8 to 14 day outlook, March 25th to March 31st. Yes, below average temperatures still like they hang on with parts of the northern U.S., but thing is, we do lose our above average temperatures and start turning into normal. So we're going to see near normal temperatures on parts of the East Coast, while the majority of the U.S., majority of the western U.S. is going to see below average temperatures. Rainfall, still going to be a wet one for the whole U.S. except Texas. East Coast, the whole eastern U.S. going to see above average precipitation. The western U.S. going to see above average precipitation. So that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.